Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Kotar. Now, off camera, all the Pazak players here in Anchorhead have been removed from their money, and now all we have to do is the swoop track. Now, I've raced twice on this desert raceway, and apparently the third one is the championship. So let's talk to Mata the Hut here. Ah, it's you again. So is this about racing or business? One or the other. I've got no time for anything else. Let's talk about swoop racing. Yes, you'll be wanting to race. I'm sure you'll give the swoop fans a good show. Just set me up with a race, boss. Certainly. We just need to clear up the positioning fee. All racers pay the same before each officially timed race. 100 credits. So I've had to pay 100 credits per run. So it helps to do it right the first time. I'll pay the 100. Fine. We'll have your bike brought to the starting position. Let's see what level of race we should give you. It's time to put you up against Tier 3. Let's see how you do against Zoris Bafka, a pro. The time to beat is 22:51. Attention! Moda the Hut presents the cream of swoop racing, a Tier 3 match. Let this almost champion know what you expect. Ew. Now I don't know, this may not be the last tier. We're gonna give it a shot. Check it out, like straight out of the Boon to Eve classic from episode 1. I know a lot of people don't like episode 1 for very obvious reasons, but I have to say that I really liked the pod racing scene. I thought that was a really cool thing to see. And my uncle, who really likes racing and models and things like that, he adored it. And he doesn't really watch Star Wars. He's like, if they were all like that, I'd really like Star Wars. Crowd's cheering. It's a big payout for you. You shattered my track record and took Tier 3. 80 racing bonds was the deal. And we get to sell those bonds for credits later on. That's the last I'll be giving you, I hope. You're too fast for most of my racers. And looks like we can't race anymore. Let's talk about that business with Nico. Yes, the contract trouble I've been having. Have you talked to the boy? You don't get paid until he signs. I think we already went through all this. So let's skip through all that. And let's talk to Nico now that we're, I guess, beat all the times here on the track.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right now.
I talked to Mata about you.
I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting...
There we go. Why don't you want the deal with Mota?
It's not that I'm not grateful. I mean, it would get me into the pros. I don't have the credits to get in on my own. Not that I care about credits. I just want to race. But the deal with Mata is pretty bad. He'll get most of what I win.
Maybe I can talk to him about it.
You've posted some good times. He might listen to you. I would. I respect you as a racer. But I kind of doubt he'd give me a better deal. He doesn't have to. He's putting up most of the credits. Thanks anyway. But I'll think it through myself.
Well, let's go ahead and try the Jedi mind trick on Mata. We've seen examples of just asking again and occasionally getting successes when there were once failures. So let's skip through here. You want to give Nico a better deal. Ack. Treat him fairly or I'll start rumors your races are rigged. Ugh. Let's just spam. Wow. Okay, well then. So what we'll do here is we will leave the hut for now. We're very close to leveling, I would assume. And when we get some skill points... You're the one. You beat Zoris Bafka's time? I have to get your auto print. What? My auto print? Are you serious? Sure I am. You're fast for a human. And once the races are running regular again, you'll be famous. Well, maybe you will. If you start winning on the real tour, I want to be able to say I saw you when you were just starting out. How about it? Sure, why not? Scan away. Really? Oh, this is great of you. You will be a fan favorite. Some of the racers sell their prints, but that's just rude. Here, just put your hand on this pad. Thanks again. I know I'll be seeing more of you, human. I think we may have just got scammed. Oh well, these things happen. I think identity theft would be a very real thing in the Star Wars universe. Also, off camera, I went into the hunting lodge and sold off all the raid plates, including the one that one woman had pawned off to us. So, let's go ahead and look at our grocery list here. Fair Trade, Sand People Enclave, Sand People, Signing Nico, and the Trouble with Kiska. So let's go ahead and head back to the Tuscan settlement, and we'll see what we can do now that we have those evaporators. Back at the Enclave, let's go ahead and talk to the doorman. Actually, there we go. Even through the layers of wrappings, you can tell the Sand People warrior is disgusted by your presence among his people. Notice how they don't call them sand persons.
Extrapolation. This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us.
Tell him we have the moisture converters.
Translation. Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do.
Huzzah. Hey, we have our clothes back. We didn't have to see him naked. If you can read anything of the Sand People's chieftain's emotions, it seems that he is surprised that you have returned.
Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators.
Tell him we have his evaporators.
Translation. Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider. They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward. Translation. The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death.
Okay. Well, I have a few questions for him.
Protocol. If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask.
Let's ask about the Jawa captives.
Clarification. We must be more specific, Master. They capture many organics.
Oh, wow. I really should have had Mission here in the group. We'll ask if he knows about the Jawas Izis told us about.
Translation. Translation. He says that the captive Jawas are slaves and that they have lived past their usefulness. You may take them if you wish.
And now let's ask if he knows about Mission's brother Griff.
Translation. Translation. He says that by his very presence, this Griff defiles their home and land. He is without any semblance of usefulness to them. Extrapolation. I would assume we are free to take him. It is doubtful they will even waste the effort to kill him. Perhaps we could do it, Master.
Well, tell him farewell for now. I don't want to ask any more questions.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Huzzah! Now, can we... Oh, we can't do party selection. Crap. Well, we'll just have to, Ooh, I don't want to go into the wicker bins. I think that actually ticks them off. I could be wrong in that, though. But if I recall, this is just built in a circle. Well, let's try all the rooms. Hey! You are not the ghostly giants that hold us trapped, the people of sand. You are from this old city new. Indeed. Isis must have sent you coming. Are you a rescuer? You must be. The Sand People said you can go. Run to Anchorhead. There are thanks you must have. The job was under Isis will reward and trade. Find him and you will see. Isis will wait by the walls of your city that open to the sand. He'll trade fair. Thank you. Yay! Free Jawas make for a happy wretch. Now, what about you? Hello, Griff. Man, I really don't want to... I don't know if we have only one chance of doing this. Let me go ahead and save the game real quick, and I'm going to see if I can actually get Mission into the party, because there needs to be like a proper reunion here. So, one sec, guys. Looks like we're in good shape. I could leave the Enclave and come back. And we have Mission in the party, so let's go ahead and chat with the scumbag brother.
You there. I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Oh, well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know? I always meant to go back to Taurus just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well, that and, could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
The Sand People said you can go. Run to Anchorhead.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you, and, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
Now what, Griff?
You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know?
Forget it. You're nothing but a deadbeat.
Huh. I guess you've been talking to Lena too. That's okay. I'll figure out a way to get by without your credits. I always do. Besides, I've already got a job lined up for me. Krita, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
Such a family reunion. So nice. Alright, what else do we have? We have an upper area here. See if there's any other little nooks and crannies. Wood, salt, we got more rubble. Like I said, I don't know if we can actually... Okay, let's go ahead and test this theory. We will rummage through their personal objects. What could possibly go wrong? Hyperadrenals, advanced targeting computer and advanced computer tool, droid motion sensors, advanced stun ray. Holy crap, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Are we going to be attacked the second that we go out? Oh, okay. Maybe we have to be seen. As you examine the contents of the container, the Sand People begin to ready their weapons. They were looking for any excuse to attack, and as you're rifling through their possessions is as good as any. Okay, so we know that that creates something of a bad situation, a diplomatic faux pas. However, it looks like we can grab all the stuff in here without any kind of issue. Besides, they stole it. We're just reacquiring it. That's the way of salvage. I'm sure that's how the Jawas would see it. So let's just make sure that we don't take anything near Sand People eyes. Like so. This would be bad. But we did get all those droid parts, and that makes it worth it. One more sand person right there. And I know going into that room with the chieftain is just asking for it. Let's see here. Wicker basket. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm happy with what we were able to acquire. So we are going to go ahead and get out of here. HK seems to be glitched near a bantha. And we will see you back at Anchorhead, guys. So if all goes according to plan, we shouldn't have to go back to the Tuscan settlement anymore, guys, which will be handy. We need to talk to Iziz and get that taken care of, because Iziz may have the way to the star map. And then we have to go turn in the Gaffy stick to Zerka. We got some nice, like, quest enders over here right now, which is good. It's a good thing we had HK there. Now, where is Iziz? There you are.
You of your kind, Iziz of Jawa would like to thank you for what was done. Mine have returned because of you. As it was we agreed, as Iziz hoped it was. I have things to give you. Take and be welcome.
I'm looking for something called a star map. Can you help?
You have saved the tribe with Iziz, and we of Jawa are willing to trade. I know of this. In the sands of the east, the eastern Dune Sea, we dig for the people of sand and find this strange thing of the people before. We did not take it because of dragons in the lair. That is where you have to go. Take this map to the eastern dunes.
Ah, dragons, which are of crate dragons. So, thank you very much there, Iziz.
You are a good friend of the Jawas. We remember when your kind are gone. Ask if you need any more of anything.
I would like a sand crawler, Iziz. Ah, there's our level up. Excellent. So, oh, we can actually pump up an attribute. What do you suggest, game? You suggest that our charisma go up. Oh, our wisdom. You suggest our wisdom goes up. Modifiers to Jedi Force points and Force power saving throws. Okay. Well, it's also important for characters of close combat such as vibroblades and lightsabers. I'll go ahead and take the wisdom, though. I'll call that good. Now, should we just go ahead and pump up our persuade to 12? It goes all the way up to a max of 20. So, yeah, let's go ahead and top it off. We haven't really had to use any of the other stuff. Now, in terms of powers, on the other hand, we could go ahead and use Dominate Mind. Extra options, and very few peens can resist its effects. I guess we could go ahead and do that. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We have a defense of 20 now, which is awesome. So, first things first. We're going to head to the swoop track. There's nothing going on in the cantina, other than a broke Pazak player, which breaks my heart. We'll head to the swoop office first. We'll talk to Mata. Hopefully with our new persuade and force powers, we should be able to make him see reason. And then to the Zerka offices. Okay, think you should give him a better deal. Let's try regular persuade. Treat him fairly. Ooh. You want to give Nico a better deal. Of course I could just give him a better deal. Did I say that? Wait, I guess it does make sense. His times have suffered since I made the offer. I mean, swoop jocks are moody. They feel bad, they don't win. Alright, I'll give him a better deal and make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. I trust this is the last I will have to hear about this matter. Was there anything else? Nope, think we're good. Go then, but don't hog the track with rec runs. I need my pros to keep their skills up. You depress them. Oh, well, that breaks my heart. Okay, Nico.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right now.
I didn't really feel like spending my XP points on Dominate Mind, but I did it just for you. I talked to Mata.
I suppose you've got a right to know track.
I convinced Mata to give you a better contract.
You did? I don't believe it. I mean, I do, but I sure wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it. I really do. Now I can take my bike to the big races. There's not much of a circuit right now, but I'll be ready when it recovers.
When do you think you'll be leaving?
Hard to tell. I'll get some more runs here first. I need the practice. I have to top your time.
Oh, goodbye then, Nico. Good luck.
Thanks again. I meant it.
Cool. And actually, we didn't get any light side points for that. That's strange. I figure helping someone out would, earn that. Oh well. Now to the Zerka offices, and then our business here in Anchorhead should pretty much be done, and we can head out into the next section of the Dune Sea. Hello there, Miss Congeniality. Oh, there's Griff. Ah, we need to talk to him about a business venture, too, which I'm sure won't go wrong in any way.
Greetings again from the offices.
I have Gaffy sticks to redeem.
I see that, but do you have the all-important Chieftain's Gaffy?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still Sand People out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
Should we be a little bit gray here? You know what? Yeah, since she's been unpleasant during this entire thing. You want to give me an additional reward.
And I wouldn't want you to leave without this additional reward. Yes, of course I wouldn't. Once again, Zerka Corporation thanks you.
Glad to do it. 700 credits and 1,300 received? Okay, Griff.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Oh, Lord.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here.
Come on, Griff. Get to the point.
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
What does this have to do with me?
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch, and now that Taris is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse.
Well, this seems to be a decent business venture. Okay, Griff, we'll get those tack glands for you.
Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the Exchange could stop by any day. I kind of told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, then you really have no one to blame but yourself. Let's be honest. So, we're clear up on everything except for the Dune Sea, so we've got a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and head that direction. So, let's check out the Eastern Dune Sea here. Oh, we've got a dewback. Now, I don't know how large this area is going to be. We are looking for a cave. Hey there, big guy. And looks like we have the cave right there. Doesn't seem to be anything else in the area. I know the entrance for the Tuscans is over there. But this must be the cave Iz was talking about. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see it. And it is very angry. And, hanging out right there in the cave. Actually, looks like we have multiple things here, too. Comad Fortuna.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Oh, that's a bad idea. Indeed. Well, rest in peace. Hello there, Comad. Sorry about your friend. I thought I would see you out here, human. We're hunters, you and I. Perhaps we should pool our skills. I've tracked a very special beast to its lair. A crate dragon rests within, and tonight he is the hunted, although by unorthodox means. I thought you preferred the solo hunt. That's true, but this is a very critical fight. Bull dragons are rare to see. It's larger than the one my father felled a decade ago, and he is too far out of his territory and must be dealt with. I might not prevail alone, but I must try. And why should we kill this great beast? The natural cycle on Tatooine spans hundreds of years, but there are complications that must be addressed. Complications from our presence. Crate dragons feed on banthas. If the numbers of either species fall, the other grows too numerous and unbalances the cycle. Now, settlers use banthas, so there's less for dragons to eat. This one is moving closer to Anchorhead. Perhaps there will be more, but he is the threat tonight. Okay, well, I'll help. And this is definitely the map, or the cave where the star map is. Give me more information about how. We must bait the great beast out of hiding and ambush him swiftly. There's no room to engage him in the lair, and his hide will repel blaster fire. I've placed mines around the mouth of the cave. We must coax him out, but this is the end of his season of hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. The food of a beast this size is almost exclusively banthas, and foolish hunters if we are not careful. To lure him out, we must lure his food to tempt him. How will you lead the banthas here? They too have their food of choice. We must find some bantha fodder to lead the banthas here. I have a few ideas as to where this may be found. Sand people keep bantha herds, so some of them must have fodder on hand or in their settlement. A vendor in Anchorhead also has some. He had a kiosk in the spaceport. If you find fodder and bait the banthas here, the mines will deal with the dragon as it emerges to feed. Not exactly a glorious hunt, but will ensure the safety of the region. That seems very easy. What aren't you telling me? There is one added threat. The Sand People regard banthas as sacred. Attempting to feed the herd in this area will likely lead to an attack. We are far from the weakened tribes around Anchorhead. The Sand People of this region are strong, fierce, and will think nothing of killing you. Be careful. Well, let's go ahead and just skip through all of this real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Look, I have your fodder. Good. Now as a herd that moves out in the desert, lead them here. Approach them with the fodder and lead them here. I'll see what I can do. I wish you luck against the Sand People. When you return, the dragon will fall. I wish it could be under more sporting circumstances, but we must do what the circumstances call for. I had hoped for a mirror of my father's expedition, but that'll have to wait. Alright guys, well, looks like our rounds with the Sand People are not yet over, as we have to go lure these banthas. But we'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.